All right, welcome back, everybody, to set two of week two of Split 7 of the LCUS. We've got Blitzkrieg and Northern Storm coming up. I'm Arcane Soda, and I am joined by Jeff. Jeff, how are you doing today?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm good. Amazing set one. That was awesome.
That was fantastic,
Props,
yeah.
props to you guys. Props to like players, casters, teams. That was an awesome set one. That was really fun to watch.
Yeah, very, Game 2 especially was super volatile and super fun to just see how the teams kind of adapted to the game, and both teams kind of coming back to give it their all at the end. All right. Well, looking forward, Blitzkrieg, Northern Storm. What are you looking for here? What's your matchup to watch here?
I think it comes down to the mid lane. And I realize that I don't know. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if people start to call me like a Brandana fanboy. And it would be justified. But I feel like this game is going to come down to, does Brandana dominate Slack in the mid lane? Because I think that in every other position, Northern Storm is probably at least slightly favored. But I think that Brandana, I mean, Slack is a new mid laner. He has played. I mean, he was a great jungler last split, but first split is mid laner, and Brandana we know is a great player across many different positions in his time in the LCUS. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see, can Brandana win that matchup, and can he win it by enough of a margin to influence the rest of the game.
All right. So your eyes are on that mid lane matchup. So, I'm just gonna pull up the standings here as we came into the beginning of the week. We've got Northern Storm sitting in first with their 2 point or their 3 points from their win. Uh, Blitzkrieg, 9 lives, option 12, and Phoenix are all tied for second. Trading wins all around, and then White Wolf was in last place. Obviously, they'll move up to having 3 points now.
Yeah.
So what are your expectations for, I guess, the rest of the matches this week? What are your predictions?
Well, I think that, tonight, I mean, this particular matchup, I already predicted a 1-1, I believe, in the last matchup of tonight. But in this matchup, I just think it's going to be so volatile. It's so tricky because Blitzkrieg, they looked so, honestly, I think Blitzkrieg looked really good in their matchup against 9 Lives last week. They simply got overwhelmed by the General Wally Kaisa. They let the Kaisa Alistar roll over them just a little bit too much. Brandana was fed on that Cassiopeia in game 1 of last week, but the lead was just too much to overcome. So I think that Blitzkrieg is a legitimate force to be reckoned with. But I also think, obviously, Northern Storm, they're the only 2-0 team in the league coming into this week, so you have to give respect to that.
All right, as we're coming in, we see some quick bans coming out on the side of Blitzkrieg. They know what they want gone.
Yeah,
With
banning the Darius
Seraphine,
away from J-Dog
yeah,
absolutely makes sense after last week.
Seraphine and Nivea off the table, and Darius Cassiopeia off the table. Got Hecarim gone as well. All right, so you're predicting a 1-1. I think that's pretty feasible. I'll agree
I
with
just
that.
think that Northern Storm, they looked really good last week, but I'm not sure if they didn't really show me any like two different games of dominance last week, if that makes sense.
Right,
I
they didn't
believe
really show that
Token
they
played
can.
Misfortune both games. I believe Bidet played Ornn both games. They didn't really show me two different like things that make me think that they have enough variety. Whereas Blitzkrieg, you had Brandana on Cassiopeia and then on Yasuo the next game. Those are two
Very
very,
different
very different
things.
champions. and and so I'm thinking that Blitzkrieg, they do have some variety. They do have some excitement to their options that makes me excited to watch what they're going to bring out. They're going to hover to the Yasuo. If they bring it up, I'll be excited. I'd be surprised if they lock it first rotation, but you know, I wouldn't blame them because it went so well last time.
They're gonna
Oh,
opt for the
Morgana, that's the
Morgana
opposite
here
of
instead.
Yasuo. That's the opposite of Yasuo.
Yeah,
Okay.
but maybe that Morgana's going in the bottom lane as support, so
Yeah,
that you
I would
can
have to
still
think
get
so.
the Yasuo once you really know that you want to play into Lux with it. Because
Yeah,
there's always the chance that Lux is going support, and you just want to cover your bases, you know?
we know that Brandana's a versatile player, but I don't think that a Morgana fits into his playstyle because he's not a passive kind of player. He's the kind of guy who wants to get up in your face and do some stuff. We do have the Udyr coming out from Jester, which I know that Sigtau Lord in our podcast, which airs at 8 p.m. every Wednesday, shameless plug, was really excited about. So and Bidet on this Ornn, I believe that's been his go-to champion. So
Udyr was also very...
everything looks pretty comfort for Northern Storm so far.
Yeah. Udyr was also very useful for option 12 game 1 today. Although they didn't pull out the win, the Udyr definitely was not hindering the team. So definitely...
Yeah, Udyr is such a unique champion in this game. Always has been. Honestly, it's one of the strangest champions in the entire history of the League. When you look back, League has been around for over 10 years now, and Udyr has always been annoying and sort of useful for the entire 11 years. That's been like what Udyr is for the entire 11 years.
All right, we see Tristana come through. Is this going to be Tristana mid? That we heard Token talking about in Twitch chat last game.
I don't think so, because Tristana seems like a token type champion, and I would really begrudge Northern Storm for not leaving mid as their last pick. I mean, Cyclosaurus Rex does play Lux mid, so maybe this is a flex pick that they're saving. Maybe Lux is a flex pick.
We do see Malphite and Diana locked in for the last 2 picks for the side of Blitzkrieg. I'm a pretty big fan of seeing Diana, and then Malphite is going to be just kind of really annoying for the Lux and the Tristana to deal with. We see Zyra coming out of Princess Peach again.
Probably be as a Lux mid then, and a Tristana bot. Yeah.
Both of these teams are very unique. I guess Northern Storm, you could say, is a little bit more of a traditional team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, Northern Storm looks like a Season 2 composition. I mean, except Ornn didn't exist then. But other than that,
Zyra didn't
they
exist
do
then
look
either.
like it.
Actually, no.
At the end of Season 2, I think she did.
I thought she came out Season 3.
Season 3. No, you're right. You're right. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're absolutely right. You got me. You got me.
And then we go look it up, and then we're both wrong.
And come out till Season 7 somehow. We've all just been wrong. But yeah, I actually like both comps. I actually like both comps.
I do. There's lots of bits and pieces I like from both. I don't know. If you had to give somebody an edge as far as this comp goes, I would probably lean towards Blitzkrieg, actually, because the Diana and the Malphite are able to just get onto whatever carry they need to, and then the Misfortune can just bullet time the entire fight. Zyra can do a really good job at disrupting team fights or zoning. And Tristana has some good disengage on her own, but
it's a lot of pressure on Token, because I actually, on paper, would give the edge over to Northern Storm, because so much of the damage coming out from Blitzkrieg is magic damage. Basically everybody but Tilted Pig is magic damage. And even Tilted Pig, like the bullet time, is there, but basically just Tilted Pig's auto attacks are the ones that are going to be doing the physical damage. And so if you have an Udyr and an Ornn who itemize into MR, I'm not really sure how you kill them.
Well, you take out the carries, then you just free fire onto the Udyr and then the Ornn. That's your priority. You want the carries gone, then you kill the Udyr, then you kill the Ornn.
But Misfortune is not the best AD carry in the game at just free firing somebody down, Like she doesn't like nuke people down like Caitlyn or Tristana.
Right, she does surprisingly well at it, but it's definitely not her premier ability.
Yeah, what she's known for. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I would say that I think that Northern Storm has the more balanced comp. But I think the Blitzkrieg, if they get a big Malphite ult, and then a big Diana ult, and then a big Lilia ult, it's team fights are just going to evaporate before I even get to take a breath.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much going to be can Diana Malphite nuke Tristana Lux Zyra.
I almost wish that they would have picked the Yasuo, actually, because I feel like they could have potentially had Yasuo Malphite, and I feel like that would actually be a much better comp.
Well, they definitely could have had it because they picked them both in the 4th and 5th.
And I think that would balance their physical versus magic damage much better as well. But hindsight's 20/20. It's all good. I've actually, as far as I know, I've never seen Brandana on Diana. So there's a little bit of rhyming there. It doesn't. Is it a rhyme? I don't
Brandiana.
know. As one of the situations where it's like, is it a rhyme? Is it just an Eminem rhyme where he just makes it sound that way? I don't know. But we're getting into the skin highlight. How did round 1 go? I wasn't watching this round 1 highlights. Who won the skin showdowns in round 1?
White Wolf won the first one, and then option 12, I believe, won the second one.
Okay. Well, right here, there's no Lilia skin, but there's no Ornn skin, so that evens out. I'm gonna go Blitzkrieg because I think that a lot of their skins look coordinatedly like dark and kind of emo.
I wasn't actually paying enough attention on loading screen, but just taking a quick glance around here, I'd have to agree. I like Blitzkrieg's more.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I mean, I like all the Blood Moon skins, and then you've got Coven Morgana down here. It's a pretty good Zyra skin over here. And then you don't have skins. Actually, I take it back. I'm gonna go with Northern Storm on this one.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm gonna disagree with you. Partially out of principle that you
Just for fun.
set up
Sure.
last week that we have to disagree.
No, Northern Storms were like very. It basically came down to like, do you like things connecting thematically, or do you just like the better skins? Because I do think Northern Storm had the better skins overall.
Also, I do want to quickly shout out Tashasaurus Rex for
Blitzkrieg.
the 5 gifted subs. Thank you.
Hey, let's go. Thank you very much.
No level 1 hijinks because nobody wants to be fun anymore.
Nobody wants to be the one who messed things up.
Nobody wants to lose at level 1 anymore. It's so annoying.
But I get it. Cloud9 2014. Excuse me, 2013 actually, I believe it was. Got caught by the Fnatic bush.
The Fnatic
All right.
push. That'll leave you scarred for life.
Left NA scarred for life. NA has never been the same. Alright, so right now, junglers both started bot side. So we can expect, I I mean, it could be a fight for the topside scuttle. I assume both will be there around the same time. Pistol Crab. I actually don't really know. I'm not that familiar with Udyr jungle yet, so I'm not sure who will get there with more health, because I know both Lilia and Udyr have very, very strong players early on.
I feel like Udyr will probably get there with more health, especially since he skipped Wolves. I'm a little surprised he skipped Wolves, honestly. I feel like Wolves is an important part of your clear, and it looks like he's going to go kind of try to take a peek on... Jester's going to try to take a peek on Crab. Nope, he's just going to go right into the top lane. We get some action already. And down goes J-Dog. Really good presence by Jester to get up there and capitalize on a little engagement. He's going to go scout out Crab. I don't think he saw him on the Scryer's Bloom, but definitely knows he's there. Get some nice chip damage in from Slackosaurus in the mid lane. Kind of doing that early bullying of the Diana. Diana doesn't really have too much to fight back until level 3.
Looks like he's might be coming back too right away. No, he's just gonna clear that ward.
Looks like we got a couple more gifted subs coming through in the chat. Thank you guys. Thank you for showing your support.
So, awesome start for Northern Storm. I mean, right off the bat, we talked about the strength of this top side with Bidet and Jester OG. I believe that they had something like a 9.0 KDA combined even in week 1. So, they did work in week 1 and keeping it up in week 2.
Yeah, they're definitely a very potent duo. I know I've heard some good things about Jester, just being very open to requests for playstyles and stuff, and being able to adapt to whatever his team kind of needs.
Mm-hmm. We got a big roam coming down bot side, but nice job by Northern Storm recognizing that it was coming and backing up immediately.
Jester kind of running across mid lane to try to find something, and finds nothing.
Now Brandana. Yeah, Brandana has to be careful coming back because Jester's right there. They get the stun. Oh, the snare whiffs from Sakosaurus though, actually. He had a stun target and he completely whiffed on the snare.
Serious trouble
and
here.
Jester is gonna go down. Pistol Crab gonna look to chase down Psychosaurus actually. I don't think that the Lux has the damage at this point. Yeah, has to just walk away.
Definitely has enough damage to scare Crab away.
Yeah, it was an interesting interaction there.
It was a great play by Northern Storm, but it was a great answer by the side of Blitzkrieg here.
Yeah, I think it was a good idea by Northern Storm, but I honestly they really botched the execution because you got a stun on Brandana and then the snare missed afterwards, and that probably go otherwise.
Brandana not looking too worse for the wear anymore. Has ulti, has half a bar of mana.
Ooh, good dodge, but Jester's in the mid lane now. Actually, got action all over the map, but looks like
in the top lane. Looks like it's just trades,
Brandana.
Damage trades all around.
Yep, Brandana will walk away just fine. J-Dog will walk away just fine. He is at about 400 health, so I'll have to be a little bit respectful.
Speaking of things that Brandana does have, Flash is not one of those anymore. Very good to use that to get away from that engagement. It looks like Northern Storm is just going to take the dragon here.
Yep, should be first straight. Good take by Northern Storm.
Nice and safe, no real contest or possibly not even any knowledge by the side of Blitzkrieg.
And yeah, so we're at 1-1. One Drake over in Northern Storm. Gold lead is relatively minuscule. And honestly, don't want to harp on it too much, but Northern Storm had every chance to be really in control of this game and really just kind of botched down that play in the red side jungle.
Yeah, that was definitely a problem of execution that gave Crab and Brandana a little bit of a edge that they'll need to kind of get through this early game. Brandana's definitely not in any bad position now that he's got
Yeah,
100 gold
up,
lead.
Yeah, being able to stay close in a melee versus Lux matchup is probably just fine. So I would imagine Brandana's feeling okay about where he is right now.
Yeah, and just a couple more levels, Brandana's going to be able to just all in the Lux relentlessly, especially with Ignite available. So even is definitely ahead when you're playing like melee assassins into control mages.
Oh, that was a nice double up. That was a nice double up by Tilted Pig off of the Zyra plant, finding Princess Peach. There goes Brandana, looking for a little bit of an all-in, but actually tempers his aggression, goes back away.
Looks like
Dark Binding does land, but I believe Princess Peach is in the brush, so you can't really capitalize that aggressively on such thing. Princess Peach does throw down the ultimate. So
a little bit of a questionable ultimate there. Northern Storm is going to take Rift Herald on the backside of this. Looks like Crab's in the area, and looks like we might have a fight brewing up here.
Yeah, here we go, here we go. Brandana, good juke on the first light binding, but he's all alone. The rest of Blitzkrieg is not there yet, and Brandana's just gonna go down. He stays alive just long enough to do so much damage. Drowsy comes out. They do get on to Sexy Bidet, but he's able to walk away. Good flash over the wall before he got put to sleep. It's a 1-for-1, but the Rift Herald did go over to the side of Northern Storm.
And to match all the hype that's going on in this game right now, we got 10 more gifted subs. You guys are going insane in the chat here.
Who are you people? Why are you so great?
Speaking of insane, we got more damage coming through.
Oh,
in
Smokey,
the
what are you? Oh, Smokey is all gone. And
so
yeah,
1-for-1 supports are dead.
Psychosaurus with the... He can't land the snare though. Oh, they used the heal for that too. I'm not sure about that decision. I don't think you really needed to heal to get Psychosaurus in range for that snare. It was either a hit or miss, but that's fine. That's fine. It's a 1-for-1 as you said in the bot lane.
Trading in the top lane again, and Herald's gonna come do significant damage to this tower. That's 2 plates. Tristana is looking for more.
All. Yeah, they might get one more. No, they're not gonna get one more. Little slow on Dyslex Sorcerer X, but he will walk away just fine. And at this point, it's it has seemed like a very even game, but it's been a weird game where both teams have been playing around different priorities the entire time.
Yeah, shots definitely being fired from both sides.
And at this point, I mean, you got Brandana with a slight farm lead actually in the mid lane, and does have that kill as well. So you start to wonder how that matchup will go against Psychosaurus Rex. But up in the top lane, Bidet has a huge lead on J-Dog.
Yeah, you're looking at the kills, you're looking at the gold, you're thinking, oh, this is great. We're even, we're doing great. Then you kind of look at the distribution, you kind of realize that most of that gold lead is in that top lane, which is useful for the Ornn, Bidet on the Ornn to kind of bully J-Dog on the Malphite. But it is also going to be a little bit problematic in the other fights with Brandana being on a 800 gold lead. Got a fight here by Dragon.
Okay, could be in trouble. Big bullet time coming out, but that's a great Zyra ultimate by Princess Peach, just completely splitting them up. Pistol, Crab goes in, gets 2, but goes down for it. That's a worthy trade. It ends up being a 2-for-2 as Smokey the Bear dies as well. But honestly, I think that for Blitzkrieg, you'll take that because that fight looked scary to begin with, and now they're onto the Drake.
Yeah, Token able to sneak on in there, get a kill on the backside. They don't have a smite here.
Has ult? They correctly waited out. That was well done. Oh, nice snare. Token should just demolish Tilted Pig on the backside. They
But
do kill Slack,
Slackosaurus
though.
is going to die on the side as well.
Yeah,
A
everything
little,
keeps being traded evenly. Token is he's just chilling in that brush. He will eventually hop out.
a little
and-
unfortunate that the E from the Lux was not on the dragon, because she could have potentially gotten that extra little bit of damage from that, as
Yeah.
well as the passive proc on the ult to maybe get a more scary chance to steal that. But Bidet on the top side here, just getting so much damage on this tower. Already down almost 4
Bidet
blades.
has been great in this matchup. 34 CS advantage. I always like to look at CS advantage, although Bidet probably is going to die. Nice snipe from Pistol Crab there.
Crab
But
did
I
a
always
very
like
good
to
job
look at
answering.
CS advantages as not so much numbers as percentages. And Bidet literally has 50% more CS than J-Dog right now.
Yeah, that depth aside, he's up 1,500 gold, and that's kind of what 3 plates and 2 kills will do for you.
On the other side, though, I mean, Tilted Pig has about maybe 25% more CS than Token does, but Token has 3 kills, so we're probably about even there, if not actually in
Yeah.
the reciprocal.
Token's actually up about 200 gold because of those kills alone.
So right now, it's been fun to watch these teams. They're prioritizing differently, they're playing differently, but both are playing pretty well, I would say, to be honest. Jester could be in trouble. They jump over Token. He's in trouble, but that's a great way to just stay outside the bullet time. Princess Peach has to find a way. Someone has to protect her. Someone go in. There you go. Right back in goes Jester OG. And now Token, can he clean up the fight? Big Drowsy. That's a great ult from Pistol Crab. They will kill Jester. And now Token has no way out. What a nice turnaround as Pistol Crab shows up with the big time Lilia ult.
Yeah, and Crab at the beginning of the fight is able to finish, at his entrance is able to finish off the Zyra there as well, so able to pick up all 3 kills down there. Definitely huge for the side of Blitzkrieg here.
But Bidet, first turret up in the top lane, and that CS lead in both numerical and relative percentage amount is increasing right now. So we saw Bidet do a ton of work on Ornn last week, and he's doing it again this week. You start to wonder, like, should you ban this champion? Not to disrespect Bidet and say that he can't play other things, but you gotta make him show it.
Yeah, Ornn is definitely a very potent pick, especially in capable hands, and he's showing to be pretty capable.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Brandana has accrued. Oh, he's jumping right into Slackosaurus. I'm so glad that the directed camera took us there for that, because Brandana just annihilated Slackosaurus Rex.
2 there to help, but not needed.
Now they're on Jester OG, but here comes Bidet. That's a nice Ornn ultimate just to zone them off, but it doesn't actually hit anybody, and now they jump back in. I love the persistence from Blitzkrieg. They're not deterred. They find a kill.
Fight going on
Jester
in the
is
bot
gone.
lane as well that goes the way of Blitzkrieg once again, and that turns into a 4 for none. Well,
That's,
3 for
what a
none.
play across the map by Blitzkrieg.
I strongly disagree with the intent to try to keep your Raptor there. You're already in a 2v3. Bidet uses the ult to try to disengage, and you walk back in. I don't think that's the right choice, and obviously
Absolutely.
he
not.
died for
Yeah.
the choice. So
Well, it was a 2v3 the whole time.
exactly.
Because literally your mid laner had died 5 seconds earlier. So yeah, it was a strange fight to opt into. I thought it was a nice ult by Bidet just to get Jester out of there.
Health bars
then
were
they
very low
turned
for
back.
Brandana, and
Oh boy, bullet time across the top onto Slackosaurus, taken very low, but he'll walk away just fine. Now turns around and smacks Smokey the Bear with the big
Huge drowsy.
Big drowsy. That's a really, really nice sweep by Pistol Crab. They pick up 2 coming back. Token, though, he gets the reset. He jumps in too aggressively, though, and gets taken out by Brandana. And now Bidet, nice knock up on the J-Dog, but I think it's just delaying the inevitable. Down goes the Orn. Triple kill for the Diana.
Jester
and now
looking
he's
to clean
got
up.
Jester OG, nice. Just a little drive-by kill by the Udyr.
Doesn't look like he wants to go for 2.
Brandana jumping back in. I don't know, chase the Udyr? That seems like one of the original cardinal sins of League of Legends.
Well, you're buying time for Pistol Crab to do this dragon, which Jester could have stopped if he walked up a little bit more aggressively. Unfortunately, opts to take the safe play. I suppose that's a better idea, and just take his blue bow.
Yeah, that was a big swing for Blitzkrieg. We could see this game on the edge of a knife for basically the last 10 minutes, honestly. Oh my gosh, that dark binding hitbox. Who's gonna? Oh my goodness, that was so on the edge.
The last 5 minutes.
Another one comes out, and Chester could be in trouble. Call the Forge God will deter the fight. And actually, J-Dog may be in trouble now. Has no way out. Has to Unstoppable Force.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes have pretty much just been a game of missed inches for Northern Storm. Losing fights with like 100, 200 health on the health bars of some very important targets on the side of Blitzkrieg, as well as things just missing by inches.
Yeah, it's been interesting because it's not just missing by inches, but it's across multiple lanes too, where it's just things have been going slightly different in multiple instances. But at this point, you know, you got to give credit to Blitzkrieg. They have been outplaying in the little moments. That dark binding still, I'm gonna question, because I think the dark binding hitbox is OP. But
oh, it absolutely is. You got Rift Herald coming out for the side of Blitzkrieg this time. Will take down this tower.
And this is, you know, oh, that's a great bind actually from Slagosaurus, but there just wasn't follow up. Oh, double bind, double laser. You can get in the back line after that. That could have been pretty good, but
yeah, this Lux is down 2,500 gold underneath this Diana. Not doing the scary burst damage yet.
yeah, I wonder at what point do you take the Lux and you start to think of it as more utility? Because if you're not going to be chunking people down to 40% health with the laser or whatever, you start to think of yourself as almost like a mediocre Oriana.
Yeah, Northern Storm definitely playing on the back foot here. I think they do need to play a little bit more reserved. Both these teams have been very volatile with their engagements, very skirmishy, and Blitzkrieg has just been performing
that's another
better.
great find. And the bullet time actually wasn't across everybody, and everyone from Northern Storm is still alive, so this could be a turnaround, but they're so low. Tilted Big, can he stay alive? Pistol Crab can't keep his 80 carry safe, but there goes Brandana. This could be a huge turnaround for the Diana. It's a 3-for-3 overall.
Token and Peach able to survive with such low health at the beginning of that fight. But
yeah, everybody from Northern Storm was so low.
Brandana just shows up and says, "Thank you, next." Very difficult position for the side of Northern Storm here. All the dive is hitting all the right targets. Not able to kill reliably, but definitely.
Oh, actually, Token, that's an aggressive jump in.
Very questionable.
I think he's safe, actually. I think he's safe. He has health. before Blitzkrieg's help. And if they can kill Brandana here, that's a big
That's
shutdown.
huge.
Oh, no. Okay. So Princess Peach gets it, and it is a carry support. So
Jester
that
Steps a
would
little
be
too far forward,
okay.
gets bound.
But they will not kill Jester OG. The turtle stance. So powerful. But you would have liked to have seen that shutdown go over to Token or Slackosaurus, probably.
Absolutely,
Still
that gold
Zyra,
on them is so helpful. Zyra is doing decent damage, definitely helping the zone, but you want that. You really want that Tristana or that Lux to get caught up. They're both significantly down.
And the chaos of this game is only articulated by the CS numbers. I mean, neither AD carry is over 130 CS at 23 minutes. We have nobody anywhere close to 200 CS at 23 minutes. This has
Kind of
been
what happens when you mob squad for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. This has almost been an ARAM for the last 10 minutes or so.
Notice from trying to
We've
force
got
this
Tall
dragon.
Forge God coming in. The dragon is taken by Jester OG. Nice job.
Also used just to
And it's 2-2
disengage. They do get out.
And that's overall successful. That's a successful mission.
Small
for them to
victories,
score.
that's what
You're
you
down.
need.
Take the Drake and get out scot-free. I like it. But now you have Blitzkrieg. They're moving towards the Baron. Probably. I mean, if they have enough pinks, they can definitely force something here. Bullet time not available for Tilted Crab yet. And will they start it? Haven't yet.
Just posturing, looking for a pick.
And J-Dog just now arriving up in the mid lane. He's obviously their primary engage, as is any Malphite in any team comp ever. But now, yeah, you give up the Drake for Baron control, but now you've essentially lost your advantage on Baron control. Someone needs to get in the Baron pit and clear out that pink ward, probably. I'm not sure if they even see it. They are looking up in the top lane, and they should get this turret, as there are way more members for Blitzkrieg up in this top side. Northern Storm not going to be there in time.
Blitzkrieg able to safely walk through and clear vision.
Oh, here we go.
Jester in a bit of a scary
Start finding
spot.
Lance again. Smokey the Bear is a sniper. Oh, that's a great unstoppable force. They're looking for Princess Peach, and she is so low, but they're not going to kill her. Nobody gets onto her. Jester OG does die eventually, and it's just going to be... Actually, they got Princess Peach at the very end, and now on the backside, Brandana takes down Token. It's a big-time win in the end. Great trigger pull by Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be very problematic for Northern Storm to try to come back from this.
Do you think Blitzkrieg should just pull for Baron at this point?
They are running a little low on health bars, so it would be a bit risky, especially with respawn timers being up. So I think I agree with their decision to just recall and reset. Every fight they take seems to be another advantage that they kind of start to build even further, so. With that reset, it looks like Northern Storm is going to try to quickly run down this Baron, or at least position for it.
If Northern Storm goes right after this Baron, actually, it would definitely be a surprise move. Oh, that's another big Dark Binding. Brandana goes right and kills Slackosaurus. Oh, that's a big ult from Brandana, but he is probably going to die. Zonius comes out, but he will not be long for this world afterward. Here comes teleport from J-Dog, but Smokey the Bear is gone.
And dies well.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit too aggressive from Brandana there. Saw a chance and killed one, but gave up.
The team
I
wasn't...
mean, Brandana is more important to Blitzkrieg than Slackosaurus is to Northern Storm right now.
Absolutely. That was very huge damage he put out, but team was just not quite close enough to follow up. and Smokey the Bear dies trying to do what he can to save Brandana. So, small victories for the side of Northern Storm. Huge shutdown goal going over to them. Very, very good to see for them.
Yeah, I'm sure that Northern Storm is very happy for how that last play went. And it also forced out the teleport from J-Dog.
Dragon's up in 45 seconds. Looks like we're going to start seeing vision and posturing around that area.
Yeah, at this point, so what do you think both teams' win conditions are right now? What do both teams need to be prioritizing?
I think that Blitzkrieg just needs to keep pushing for these team fights and these picks that they keep getting over and over. But I think Northern Storm needs to start looking for picks. I don't think they want to try to fight 5-on-5 just because of the volatility and damage that can be output with bullet time and Brandana with his ult. Ocean Dragon goes over very quickly to Blitzkrieg, and Northern Storm, a lot of pings going on over to Baron, but realize they don't have enough time to try to rush it down. And I think they're just going to concede Baron here.
They do have teleport on Slackosaurus, so the rest, they could have 5 members.
Cancels his recall to make sure he gets away. I agree with that decision.
I don't think that they... Oh, actually, Bidet is going to walk right in, gets rooted up, gets hit. Will be sleep? Probably? No, actually flashes away.
That's the right target to face check, though, so...
Absolutely. Oh, that's a big snare. That's a big laser.
Double.
Double stopwatches. But here's Jester OG on the backside. And actually, this could be huge for Northern Storm. In goes Token. He gets 1. He gets 2. Tilted Pig takes down Jester OG. And that's actually really big, because now the jungler is gone. So it's tricky for Blitzkrieg, or for Northern Storm, to look for a Baron now.
That's kind of the pick of a fight you want for Northern Storm. You're behind...
oh, Pistol, no. What are you doing? Has to juke the ult. Oh, actually, he's just fine.
He's fine because he was able to sleep the Ornn. So don't have to worry about the second half of that. And for Northern Storm here.
Oh,
Token.
Oh, we got an interesting little duel here. Oh, please, someone from Northern Storm come up and help Token. This is not fair. This is not fair. 80 carry life, 2021 in a nutshell, right there.
Basically. Yeah,
and now
that last fight
went
really well.
Sorry, go ahead.
Bidet walked up into that bush and ate so much damage before the fight started. So Blitzkrieg just didn't really have any tools left to use for the rest of the fight. Baron started up here. Looks like it's going to be probably pretty safely done. Bidet not able to try anything. No Call of the Forge God available. So
yeah, it was a very unfortunate actually for Northern Storm, because they got the better of that fight initially, but the fact that Jester OG went down just made it so that they could not commit to the Baron, because Pistol Crab was still around, and you can never obviously commit to a Baron when the enemy jungler is up and yours is not. So right now, Northern Storm, they probably feel like they should be winning this game, but they are not. And that's a frustrating feeling. And at this point, Teleport is about to be back up on J-Dog. Brandana doesn't have it, but if you're Blitzkrieg, you probably just try to... Someone should go down and probably push up that bot wave a little bit. Looks like J-Dog is on the way down there.
Yeah, they're kind of just mirrored on their 1-4s right now. Bidet can come down. They can potentially look for a fight. J-Dog's not there, but he has TP, so can get there if needed. But it looks like they're just going to try to endure the siege here.
And yeah, if you're Blitzkrieg right now, I mean, you have a Diana who is a pretty decent split pusher. I'm surprised that you don't see something more of a 1-3-1 or even a 2-2-1 right now coming out of Blitzkrieg. Obviously, you have to wait for J-Dog to get that wave up in the bot lane. This bot lane inner turret should be free. If anybody from Northern Storm goes over to try to defend that, it could be a really hard engage in mid lane. They do send Bidet over there, and he jumps in, and I'm interested to see what happens in the mid lane now.
It looks like they're all just coming over to try to say hi to J-Dog. Looks like they're getting a tail, though. Good ult by J-Dog to dodge the call of the Forge God.
Yeah, you'll trade that ult for sure if you are Blitzkrieg, because you're the ones with the Baron buff. You don't need to engage.
Dark Binding just barely misses the Lux. Turret is gonna go down.
So at this point, I mean, obviously Blitzkrieg, they're in control, but it's not lost on the casual observer.
It looks like they're gonna just step back and try to secure their Ocean Soul. And with Ocean Soul, I think the game becomes even more difficult.
And it's going down so fast. It's gone. Wow, that was so quick. That was really nice.
Didn't even have a chance to come answer that call.
Yeah, well done by Blitzkrieg right there. But I was gonna say, it's not lost on the casual observer that Northern Storm can still win fights here. This is still a very, very even game in terms of team fight potential. Jester OG though, he's just walking straight in. He has that Udyr power, but he gets pulled back. The bullet time, oh, I'm not sure if that stopwatch was necessary. He does escape anyways. Oh my goodness, how often have we all seen an Udyr just amble away exactly like that?
Too many times.
So good
very
job
bold of him to just walk out. Very impressive that he's able to just walk out.
Oh, could get a sleep on Slackosaurus actually. This could be huge. Good flash, just keeping himself safe. Dark Binding doesn't land afterward. Here comes Call of the Forge God. Smokey the Bear could be in trouble, and the Morgana is going to be in a lot of trouble. Down she goes. Everybody else going in, though, from Blitzkrieg, Brandanas, and the Zonias underneath. And it looks like it'll just end up being a 1-for-1, but Token was the one who dropped.
G-Dog, so Unstoppable Forces right in, and Brandana follows up and just evaporates Token. And that is how you prevent fights from going wrong for Blitzkrieg there.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible combination that is incredibly hard to avoid if you're an AD carry. Malphite ult into Diana burst. And right now it looks like Blitzkrieg is just poised to potentially suffocate, push 3 waves at once. It's trickier than it looks, to be honest. Everybody talks about like NA meta, NA wave management. It is actually tricky to manage 3 waves at once.
Absolutely. Especially when you have to respond to the people guarding those waves the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And so it looks like good job by Northern Storm. They have managed to get everything back away from their base for now.
I think if Blitzkrieg is able to secure Baron here, which is up in 10 seconds, that they'll be able to kind of comfortably and methodically walk in the rest of this game. Or at least get a couple of hits.
In trouble again. Able to walk away. Actually, they've lured him into the trap, and the bullet time is not really doing that much. Smokey the Bear really low. Guardian Angel comes out, And Token is, oh, he gets taken down in midair. He tried to jump away, but was cut down. The wings clipped, and the Tristana's gone. The jungler's gone, and it's all for just Morgana. And if you are Blitzkrieg, you take that trade and you run with it.
Smokey the Bear has just been a linchpin this entire game, just dying for the cause over and over again, and it it works.
Every time it seems like it's Smokey the Bear just dying, but then they end up winning the fight. Princess Peach has to pop the stopwatch. Bidet goes down. That's been a rarity to say. And it looks like we're gonna have game 1 going over to Blitzkrieg here. It's only
No
Slack
Baron
alive.
necessary.
Token's alive, as is Jester in about 2 seconds. And Token does have both summoners, so we'll see if maybe the Tristana can make some kind of play. There's only one Nexus herd alive. Token looking for the play on a Brandana, but Slack is gone. Jester OG taken really low. Teleport coming back. And this should actually be the game. If somehow this isn't, it would be really bad. Objectively, they do finish it off. And
Game
Blitzkrieg
does
really
conclude.
nice game 1. Exciting. I loved it. Neither team played perfect, but well done by
Alright.
Blitzkrieg in the end.
Yeah, very well played indeed. And let's take a look at some stats here. We've got our wonderful graphs here. So much damage coming out of that Lilia.
Yeah.
As well
Yeah, I
as
feel like
just
we sold Pistol Crab short a little bit, making plays.
Yeah, finishing the game, what, 10, 1, and 15? Just absolute monster in those fights.
You know, I'm a fessed up to it on the podcast earlier this week. I talked about maybe Northern Storm having a topside advantage. My bad. Pistol Crab might have heard me.
Let's try to take a peek at... I don't know why this does this. So silly. Looking at... I want to see the vision score. Give me the vision score. This is obnoxious. Vision score, pretty impressive by the side of Blitzkrieg here as well. Well, all around, pretty good vision score. Well, that should be what's going to conclude it for us here.
For game 1. Yeah.
Blitzkrieg's going to take game 1. Very, very excitingly. So stay tuned while we get ready for game 2 here.